guys, it's Friday once again, so we're gonna be having ourselves a hair talk. With the summer months being here, many of you women are either big chopping now, or you guys are celebrating your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 10-year anniversary. So what comes with your anniversary is a lot of people want to flat iron their hair, to do a length check, just to see where they're at, get their ends trimmed, make sure they're nice and healthy, and they just want to see their overall progress. With that, I'm going to speak on flat ironing and the importance of a heat protectant, because a lot of people don't understand what goes into flat ironing and why you need a heat protectant and what heat protectants really do. There are, in my opinion, two different types of heat protectants. You have your natural heat protectants, and then you have your brand type heat protectants. Your natural heat protectants are going to be like the olive oils, the grapeseed oil, and coconut oil. The thing about using those natural heat protectants as a heat protectant is you have to be careful, because not everybody knows what the smoke level is on those products so you can actually look those up, and basically it tells you at what point that these oils are basically no longer protecting your hair. Your hair burns at 410 degrees. Some people's hair are a little more sensitive, so they have to be cautious about the settings they put on their flat iron. And like I said, you have your natural oils that are actually natural heat protectants, so you have to be careful with those. Then you have your generic ones, such as my Smooth and Shine. This is a more oil-based serum, and you'll find, I don't know if this one particularly has silicones in it, but the silicones are made to create a barrier. And a lot of natural people don't believe in using name brand because of the silicones, the parabens, and all the other artificial ingredients. But the silicones that are put in these heat protectants basically create a barrier between your hair and the actual heat you're applying to it. And usually these will tell you how much heat you can put on your hair before it's damaging. So you have your serums, and I currently use a spray. This is a water-based heat protectant from Tresemme, and I absolutely love it because I'll spray it on from the shaft all the way to the bottom, and I'll rub it through my hair all the way to the end to make sure my whole hair shaft is covered. And it leaves a little polished look afterwards. Everybody wants that bone straight because they want it as straight as possible, and they also want to shine. And I realized with this, I've actually gotten some extra shine with a run through of my flat iron. So, but these usually have some form of silicone to create a protective barrier. Now, this one in particularly says that it heats up to 450 degrees. Now, the thing about being natural is, being natural even relaxes. You have to be careful with the amount of heat you apply to your hair. It actually doesn't take those higher degrees to get your hair flat iron or even that bone straight look. I personally, you go up to at most 370 degrees on my flat iron. Some people don't agree with that, but I get the results that I want and I like anywhere between 360 and 370 degrees. But again, I also use a heat protectant that protects me up to 450 degrees. Am I going to push the barrier to see if I can make it to 450 degrees? No, I do fear damaging my hair. But I'm also somebody that doesn't apply much heat to my hair, and I don't apply it often. I apply it every 4 to 6 months just to trim my ends. And the reason why is I run the risk of heat damage. And when you heat damage your hair, there's a strong possibility you're just plain damaging your hair. So you never want to run that risk of having to trim off everything that you work so hard for just to get back to a healthy state. And with that, again, I do it once every 4 to 6 months, and this is why. It has helped me not have split ends between wrapping my hair up at night with a bonnet and, you know, using good products or decent products in my hair and keeping up a good routine. I only had to dust my ends. What is dusting? Basically, you take the ends of your hair and you just trim maybe that much off. Maybe not even that much. It's about a fourth, maybe an eighth of an inch. For me to only have to dust my ends after 6 months, that means I've done well with maintaining my hair and preventing split ends through the way I detangle my hair, the way I have a certain routine, and low manipulation. I don't manipulate my hair too much so I don't damage my ends or even my shaft. So with that, I'm not against heat at all, but I say do it as a need basis. If you're doing something fancy, you're going out somewhere special, go ahead, put some heat in your hair. But the most important thing, pick a good heat protectant. Do not apply heat without a protectant. That includes blow drying. Before I blow dry my hair, I make sure I have a heat protectant. So if you have any more questions about heat, let me know. But till then, I will see you guys next Friday. Love you much. Bye.